You are now tuned in
to Clearly Cultured.
The moment is here. Episode 2 of Clearly Cultured. We're back. Shout out to everybody who's been showing love on interview 1 with that Mexican OT. So you know we had to follow up with an awesome episode number 2. We are out here with the one and only Almighty J.
Hey.
It's me.
This one is going to be a good episode. Again, made a shout out to my family. We got Young Jas and J Mac from 97.9 The Box.
Yes,
And without further ado, let's get in episode 2.
Woo!
We're gonna let you start with a question.
All right, so let's bring it back to the beginning. All right, so Jay, let me ask you, getting into the industry, 2014.
Yeah.
You love playing video games. You go and it's a game that I love too, Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
As you're playing on there, who do you end up meeting?
I met Namir, YBN Namir. What is that? Y'all know him as that now.
Absolutely. So when you meet Namir through Grand Theft Auto, have y'all met in person yet, or did y'all only meet through the games?
Nah, I was 14. He was like 12 or 13. So we was still like kids. We just like connected and like kept in touch.
So when you first got started,
Wait, pause, because for those who are not gamers, like, how did y'all connect on the game though?
Yes. Good question.
We had like mutual friends like on the game, and we just end up like running into each other in like a party. You know, like Xbox 360, they had party chat.
Yeah.
So we was in there like yelling back and forth at each other, and then I was like, man, I like this kid, cause he was so like young, like he had like the young voice, all that. Like we was kids, but I was older than him, so I was like, bro, I like this kid, and then I just ended up just connecting with him like that.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
it really started as a gaming a gaming thing,
Right.
And then it blossomed into the music side, and we'll get to that part next. When did you end up meeting in person?
2017.
So y'all are gaming for basically 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Vibing out. You're like, man, I like this dude. He's cool. Y'all vibing out. How does this evolve into the music?
So we was both like making like some kids making music. Like I wanted to be a rapper when I grew up. Like I always knew I wanted to rap, and he was doing the same. So we used to always just like send each other like music back and forth, like drop it on YouTube. Like mind you, we was I was in high school. I was a sophomore, junior. We was just dropping music back and forth with each other. And then he ended up blowing up. He dropped the Rubbing Out the Paint song, and that shit went like crazy overnight. And he had called me. He was like, bro, I'm finna have my first show in Alabama. I want you to come to my shit. I ain't never even left Galveston before.
What?
So I was like, all right, I go. So I ended up going. But when I met him like in person, like it went weird. And it was like I already knew him. Like,
Hold on. You just make it seem like it was easy for you to get down there. How did you get down there? Somebody bought you a plane ticket or you drove?
No, so my homeboys that I went to school with, like we was out for the summer. So they were like, let's just drive to Alabama. I think it was like 8 hours or something like that. Like or something close to like 6-8 hours. We just drove to Alabama.
That is
just down there.
insane.
And when did you move to Houston?
I ain't moved like to Houston until like 2019, but I'm from like Galveston County, so I grew up there my whole life.
Okay, so you're from Galveston. Are there any rappers in Galveston that we don't know? Because I've been living in Houston all my life. I've never heard of anybody from Galveston making it as big as you.
The only person that's from like my side of town, I'm from Peso.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was from Galveston.
Yeah, he from Tech City.
What? That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
When you meet people, you be telling them you're from Galveston, you say Houston, because I feel like
I be saying Houston because people don't be knowing like.
right.
Well, only people like, oh yeah, Houston, he's living. I was like, all right, I'm rich from like Galveston County. I just didn't know if you knew Houston, like that area or not. But people be like, what is Galveston? Like when I used to tell them like where I'm from, they used to be like, what's Galveston? Like what's Tech City? Like they didn't know what that was.
Did you like going to the beach growing up? Were you a beach guy?
Nah, I really didn't like going to Galveston for real. When I was younger, I didn't like going there.
You ready to get out of there?
I stayed on like our side of town, like the mainland, and Galveston is the island, so you got to take the long causeway to Galveston.
Right.
I ain't like going on that side. Like I never liked going on that side.
So who were some of your influences growing up? Since you could hear Houston radio all the time, did you even know that I was on Houston radio?
my
No, I did. I did know you was on the radio.
No, because when I first met him, I didn't know he was from here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, I love this cat, but I didn't know he listened to the
I
radio.
think who was on the radio when I was? It was you. Was it Kiati? And
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter Morning Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I never knew that. All this time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is it true that you were gonna go to the Navy?
Yeah, I was. So when I graduated high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do for real. Like, my mom was getting mad because I used to get in trouble. She was like, "You send your ass to the Navy." I went to like the programs, everything. I signed up, I swore in, everything. But I was in this program called a delayed entry program, so I really wasn't in the Navy until I actually deployed. So I just like, fuck it, I ain't going no more. I ain't want to go. And my mom was like, "What you gonna do?" I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be a rapper." Even my Navy recruiter and everything, like, he used to leave voicemails on my phone, like, "You dumb as hell. Like, you ain't never gonna be shit in life. Like, the Navy is all you got. You ain't got nothing but the Navy. Without the Navy, you ain't gonna be shit." I like, fuck it. I don't want to do this no more. I want to be a rapper, and I just.
You knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So have you saw that recruiter?
Yeah. So my recruiter, I ended up meeting him. You know how your high school had career day, and like people come to the school and they tell you about their careers and shit, try to get you. So the Navy recruiter ended up being like a recruiter for high school. I went back to my high school in like 2020, and I ended up seeing him on career day.
What did he say to you?
He was just shaking his head like, and I was like, "Damn, I remember you told me I was never gonna be shit, bro." And I was like, "Shit, I am." And I was like, "I appreciate you for that." And it was with us. It was all love though. I ain't feel no type of way about it.
What do a lot of people that you went to school with think about you being a big artist now?
I don't know. I feel like it's crazy because like they just be like, "Damn, I was just in school with him." Like, he's like crazy. Like, even when I go back home, sometimes I go back home, I go chill like with the kids and stuff where I grew up at, and it just be crazy. But I be just trying to show them like, bro, I'm regular still. Like, y'all, I'm just somebody with a name.
Right. Still inspire them. Give them some words of advice. And a lot of your family still lives.
Yeah, they
lives out
live
there.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And speaking of family, now I know you got a big check and it was worth $20,000, and I heard that you spent it in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Now, what did you spend it on?
I wasn't used to that. So I was just buying clothes. I think I went to the strip club and threw that shit. I did all type of stuff with that money. It was gone fast.
Okay, what did your mama say about that?
She ain't care. She ain't care.
Has anybody in your family asked you for money?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But like my family, I always be like giving them money, take care of them.
Okay, so how do you deal with that? You're coming from a small town, and when you live in the small town and go back to the small town, you have people who always want to pull you back.
Yeah. Nah,
so how do you
sure.
deal with it?
I don't know. I just feel like I done been through like a lot, like in the industry, and I just figure out how to just deal with it. Yeah, how to navigate with it. Man, ain't nothing crazy. Like, yeah, my family, like, I get them like little something, but I know when somebody like just being extra, I'll be like, hell no. Yeah, for sure.
And you come up in the industry like so young, since such a young age. What game would you give to like people that are coming up in the same shoes? Like, what's something that you did not expect that you learned?
Really, I would just tell people to be consistent. You just got to be consistent because in the industry, it's a new rapper that come on every day. You be like, damn, who is this? Where he from? But he hot, and like really use social media, like TikTok, all that. Like, that's play a big part in like the music right now. Like, music really not even about if y'all really like listen to music. It's not really about if you good or not. It's about if you know how to stay in a spotlight, stay relevant. Like, your image, you got to just sell it. Like, I feel like now when labels sign artists, they don't even be trying to sign an artist like, damn, he's lyrical, let's sign him. No, like, he has a social media presence and people will listen to him, like, let's sign him. So I would say just make your mark like in social media for sure.
It's the marketing side, because at the end of the day, even though you're an artist, you're also a brand.
Right.
And the two now are symbiotic. You know, I mean, look at Travis Scott.
Exactly.
You know, he is not just Travis Scott. He's Travis Scott, the brand too. Same with Drake. You know, a lot of these big guys too. You know, the brand goes hand in hand now with the artist. And what's your favorite platform using at all? The TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. What do you feel is the best to use even for an up and coming artist?
I would say TikTok. Up and coming artist for sure. TikTok. That's kind of like easier to catch a break on there. As long as you got like a dance or like a sound or like a 10-second little audio that people will do something to, they'll wear it.
And,
So
and what's
TikTok.
one of your favorite like up and coming artists right now?
On the TikTok side, I ain't gonna lie, Too Rare be going crazy. I be
Too
tuned
Rare.
in to him. Yeah, I be
Fire.
tuned in to him. He go crazy. So I'll be tuned in to him.
Okay, did you make a conscious effort to get off all the blogs? Because at one particular point, I would open the blog every day you were on the blog. I mean, it was something talking about you, whether it was from New York to Cali to Houston. They were talking about you, and it just seems like you stepped back for a minute.
I just kind of felt like it came with growing up. I was always in the blog for the wrong shit, bro. Like, and I used to get mad at them, but I couldn't. I had to get mad at myself. Like Shade Room, I used to go crazy on there. I remember they had me blocked on Instagram at one point in time.
Shade Room had you blocked.
I used to cuss them out so bad every time they post me. And then I ended up seeing them in Atlanta when they had the BT Awards in Atlanta, and then we ended up like talking and like it was like, no, it ain't nothing like that. It's just our job. But no, I just kind of like stepped back because I felt like I was in the media for the wrong shit. It was supposed to be more about music, and it was just about everything else but music. So I just chilled out.
Was it something that happened, my bad, in particular, where you were like, all right, I need to chill?
No, I just kind of feel like he's saying, like, it was like every day it was something, like every day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of seeing this shit.
I'm going to say some names, and I just want you to say one word, what you think. Corday.
Fire.
Blac Chyna.
Fire.
Trill Burger.
I haven't had it, but I heard it's fire. I want to try it. I might go there when I leave here.
Rap a lot.
Fire.
Why y'all laughing?
You said one word. He did what you said.
He's giving you the one
Everything
word.
is fire. He's
It's
Jordan.
fire.
Yeah. I mean, he asked, some important questions.
Yeah.
No, but I saw you guys recently reunited on stage and stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah, we did. So, me and Amir had like a fallout. We ain't see each other in like 3 years or talking like 3
Was
years.
that long?
Yeah.
Was it a creative fallout? Why?
No, it was like some behind the scenes shit that had went on. Like,
Don't tell me it's over no woman.
It was because the manager, no?
Nah. It had a part to do with that. It was just like business then mixed with like the friendship and everything started falling out. Cause we all got together when we was kids, so we knew each other, like, but we really didn't know each other like personality wise. Like we were still growing up, like from kids. So like everything just started to like get out of control. He wanted to go do this. We wanted to do that.
Right.
Like it was something different. So we just like fell out. And it wasn't really like no crazy fallout. Like I hate this nigga, I'm gonna do this to it. Like it wasn't nothing like that. It was just like from a business standpoint, like you wanna go here, we gonna go here type shit.
Right.
But yeah, he ended up having a show in Vegas. And I be in Vegas now. So he called me, was like, I got a show, I gotta perform at this festival in Vegas, you should come. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just go. And then that's just how that happened.
What? That was the first time y'all had talked in the 3 years, though?
Yeah.
So you were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Put it aside.
It was no hard feelings. Like,
Right.
It was never no hard feelings. Like, we had like a little argument, whatever, but it was like no hard feelings. Like, at the end of the day, like, we all made this happen with each other.
Yeah.
So, like, it's never gonna be no hard feelings. Like,
And when y'all came up together, what I was reading was that y'all initially blew up doing Xbox freestyles.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So, we used to like freestyle on the game. And,
Did y'all really
While
freestyle
y'all were
or were
playing?
y'all rapping and writing it down?
you know, like,
Because I am the freestyle king.
Nah, you untouchable. But you know, like when little kids freestyle, it'd be a bunch of bullshit. Like,
Right.
this is little kids saying.
Okay.
It was something like that. Like, but like the little community we was in was all kids, so they liked it.
Uh-huh.
So it just ended up happening like that. And
So that's really where the music started to really start to overshadow the
Yeah.
gaming, because then y'all start doing music on there through
Yeah.
that platform, and next thing you know, it catches like wildfire.
And now, like, I see a lot of stuff now, like, you know how everybody now want a Grand Theft Auto server. This nigga got a server. This nigga got a server.
Right.
I just didn't like the fact, like, when we first came out, like, and it was like, damn, these kids, man, they was playing Grand Theft Auto together. Everybody's like, man, these niggas lame as hell. These little ass kids. Like, we ain't listening to these niggas. These niggas playing a game. Like, the same people that used to say that be the same, like, people in our DM, like, hey, bro, I'm starting a Grand Theft Auto server. Y'all can help me do this. Like, y'all can,
They want the
like
clout,
rappers,
yeah,
like
yeah,
real rappers,
yeah.
like you be like, damn, like for real, like, but like we just that shit funny to us because like we're really like the first person that they ever known to like do some shit like that.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the first time I ever heard about it
Yeah.
too. And then I got a question for you, because J Mac brought it up when he asked you about Rap A Lot. Now, how did you end up meeting Rap A Lot?
So I signed a deal with James McMillan. His name is James McMillan. He's from New York. He a lawyer. Him and Jay Prince Sr., they got like a joint venture together with James label, which is now called Art at War. And that's how we got tied in with like Rap A Lot. So Jay Prince owned a percentage of James McMillan label.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
yeah.
So you ended up meeting the father first.
Yeah, I knew James Prince Sr. first, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm just curious. You don't even seem like you want to rap anymore. Do you want to rap anymore?
Nah.
You seem like you more into games and the business side of it
Nah,
now.
for sure. When I I just took a step back, bro. Like it was a lot. It was a lot to me, bro. Like I just had to process and then grow up there. Like life started happening. Like I got a kid, like everything. So it's just like.
Speaking of that, so how do you deal with it? Have you took care of your mental health? Because mental health is something very serious, and a lot of young black people, black men, don't take care of their health. Have you talked to somebody?
Yeah, nah, for sure. So like everybody around me, like even like my manager to my friends and all that, I'm the youngest. Like they all in their 30s and stuff. So like I just keep people like that around me that be like, nah, you doing this wrong, or you doing this, like people that been there and seen shit before me. So that's kind of like how I just like keep going, like, and they keep me on top of my shit. Like, nah, you need to keep doing this, or you need to keep doing that. So yeah, that's really like, but like mentally, yeah, I'm cool. I'm straight.
How your kid? How old is your kid? 4?
He about to be 5. Yeah, he turned 5 in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Is he already into music a little bit too?
Yeah, he think he a rapper.
What?
What do he call himself? Sir Houston? Sir Galveston?
Nah, he just called himself Sir. Yeah, Surrey, or he like call himself Surrey, but he be like, yes, Surrey.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
What has
Girlfriend?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
J Mac
Chilling right now.
I mean, I'm asking the questions that the
Yeah.
ladies gonna want to know,
Yeah, I'm
because
chilling.
after the Blac Chyna, you was like, hey,
I was outside. Nah, I'm chilling now.
How was that relationship, by the way? Because that was a lot. That was all over social media. How did y'all meet?
I was cool. I'm cool with P. Diddy's son, Christian Combs. So he had a party in LA. It was like 2018. And he was like, come to my party. You know what I'm saying? I got a party tonight. So I came. And she ended up showing up. And we was drinking or whatever. Like, everybody was drunk. I'm looking. I'm like, man, worst thing she could tell me is no. I'm gonna go shoot at her.
Yeah.
And I went over there. At first, she laughed. She was like, you funny as hell. Like, you're funny. Like, you funny. And she was like, how old are you? I was like, 18. And she was like, I like your young ass.
wow.
12-year difference, right, at the time?
11.
11?
Yep.
What was it
Wow.
like dating 11-year-older?
I don't know, to the outside world, like, people was looking like, damn, like, what is she doing here? But, like, to me, like, more like, it wasn't even really like, dang, she was more like my friend for real. Like, like, and she, like, put me on game, like, with a lot of shit that I
Really?
be seeing now. Like, she really was, like, a girlfriend / big sister / like, because she was really, like, putting me up on game on shit.
Because she cooked.
Yeah, no, she know how to cook for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what about the relationship with Dreamdoll?
Now that was like some girlfriend shit. Like, she was really my girlfriend. But like, nah, she was cool too.
Now you still talk to both of them?
I talked to China probably like 3 months ago. Like, she just always be like hitting me up, like checking on me and shit like that. I ain't talked to Dream in a minute though.
And I feel like
last
she's in a better spot too, because she's sober now, right?
Yeah,
And what do you think about that? Her giving
I
up
think that's
everything.
good, bro. I think it's good. China used to get crazy, but like seeing her do like that, and I even told her like, I'm proud of you, like, for changing your life for her.
I'm so surprised that you didn't get sucked up at being such a young age and going to Hollywood, and that didn't suck you up, like the drugs, the alcohol, the women.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you can come and be so calm here in this interview.
See, nah, like, I was always scared to do drugs, bro. Like, even when I first started smoking, like, I was scared to do that shit. I was like, man, like, even when I first started drinking, like, people used to like pass me shots and shit. I used to go like, like, hell no, I don't even want to know what it feel like to be drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, so the drug shit, that shit was never a problem, because I was like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But I mean, at one point in time, I did have a problem like women and shit, bro. I was just chasing them, like I want her, I want her. And like, I just kind of fell back, like doing my music and all that shit. But then I just came to my senses, like, man, that shit don't mean nothing. Like, I need to do what I'm supposed to do.
Do you really prefer fake booties over real ones?
I don't know. I think it changed.
Yeah, you said that. It was a year ago,
I ran into
though.
some fake shit that I wasn't
Okay,
feeling.
what you want to
I'm just
turn
wondering.
around?
No, because
you always
oh my
asking,
god,
turn
he's gotta take
around.
him a turn.
Is your booty real or is it fake?
No, my booty is
She
real,
gotta get her
but I
phone,
watched
J-Mac.
him.
Go get your phone. Get your
It's gonna stay
phone.
down there. It's gonna stay right down
She
there.
gotta get that phone, J-Mac.
He said a year ago that he
I
prefers
know
a
what he
fake
said.
booty.
I
So I
know.
just wanted to know the reasoning
You dropped your
why.
phone.
Y'all are stupid.
Go get your phone. This
This is not your interview. Tell. I was just wondering why.
Yeah, and
Just
you drop your phone.
Just because it's bigger?
I don't know. I think that was some young nigga shit I was just saying.
Ooh, he's mature.
I ain't
Different
really-
opinion.
I
Okay.
ain't really feeling that now.
Just for jokes.
Oh man.
Almighty with the side eye.
Now, did you also start your own label?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's called N2L, which means nothing to lose record.
how's that going?
It's good.
How many artists you got?
I got one. His name Guapo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Guapo?
Not him.
Another Guapo?
He from where I'm from. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet.
How old is Guapo, the one that you signed?
29.
He older than you, God dog it.
Yeah, he old.
I mean, it's awesome.
He's still in Galveston?
Yeah.
Cool.
He been moving around though.
That's the thing is you putting other people on. I mean, you've been experienced. You know, you've done this for a while now. Now, one thing I do want to ask you, you know, because it's something like you said, it's that's in social media. Situation in New York. All right, take us to that day.
Right. I was in Houston, and I was talking to Dream at the time. We just first started talking, and she stayed in New York. So I was like, man, she's like, just come to New York. I'm gonna be in New York for a couple days, whatever. I was just gonna go out there. So I went out there with one of my partners, and I stayed at this hotel in Manhattan. It was called like A&C Hotel at the time. They shut down, but it was like one of the best hotels in Manhattan because it was like, it looked like apartments. And I checked in, like when I was checking in, it was just weird the whole time because like I don't know, I was just catching the vibe. Like, you know how like when you know like the vibe, I'm like, damn, this is weird in here, but I ain't think nothing of it. And so I don't know if y'all know Bay Swag. Bay Swag, one of my mans from New York.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, I'm in New York, come pull up on me, whatever. He came and pulled up on me. Earlier before that, I had went out with TJ. I'm cool with little TJ.
Okay.
So we went to Saks. He was like, man, I'm finna go. I got a show tonight. Let's go to Saks, whatever. So we went shopping at Saks, and he ended up running into some niggas he was into it with from his side of town while he was with me.
Oh no.
But you know how it is, like, shit, this is my partner, I'm with him, so shit, whatever he on, I'm on that. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's just how I would expect somebody to have my back too. So we ended up fighting at Saks. We got in a fight at Saks. It was like 3 of them. We was deep as hell. It was probably like 10 of us. So we fought at Saks. This was early in the day.
Oh my goodness.
We fought at Saks. We ended up doing whatever that was. And then we all went our separate ways. I went back to my hotel room. While the fight ended up hitting the internet, like the Saks fight ended up hitting the internet. Like everybody in New York was seeing it. So a motherfucker that worked at my hotel was cool with the niggas that we got in the fight with.
Oh, Lordy.
Back door.
That's crazy.
So they ended up seeing me walk in the hotel by myself. I was by myself when I walked in the hotel. And I guess they put the play together. Like, man, damn, bro, he's staying over here. So some time ago, I was chilling in my room, and Bay Swag and them getting there. My other man, his name Trav. Trav signed to, I think, is it Meek, Nav? His name Trav, MBB.
Yep.
So Trav ended up showing up to my room. So I sent my mans downstairs to get Trav, but he didn't know what Trav looked like. So he went downstairs and grabbed a random nigga.
Oh no.
But the nigga that he grabbed ended up being with the niggas that they were sending to come set me up. It was crazy.
What?
So he grabbed a random nigga from downstairs in the lobby. It was like, hey, you an almighty nigga? Was like, yeah. He just said, yeah. So he brought him upstairs in my room. So he walked in the door. I'm like, I pull him to the side. I'm like, man, who is this nigga? He with you? He like, hell no, this you told me to go get. Nigga, I slap him. I'm like, nigga, he ain't with me, nigga. This not Trav. Like, I don't know him. So he sent him back downstairs. So Trav ended up getting up. I told him, like, yeah, man, this nigga just brought a random nigga in here. We ended up getting into it in the room, whatever. So I'm like, man, I'm hungry. Let's go to Empanada Mama's. That's the little empanada spot in New York.
Really good.
Yeah. So we all went to Empanada Mama's. We got in the elevator. We was in the elevator. This shit crazy, bro, because the same niggas kids keep seeing. I'm like, why the fuck do I keep seeing these people? So they get in the elevator. So one nigga tried to spark a conversation, but I'm just peeping niggas' energy. He sparked a conversation. He like, hey, ain't you bro? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, my nigga rap. I'm like, yeah, for real. Like, all right, take bro information, you know what I'm saying, send him some music. Let me hear this shit, because I'm always down to hearing somebody's music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let me hear this shit. He like, bet. So the other nigga end up like smirking, like grilling my mans like in the elevator. So he looking like, nigga, like, what you looking at me like that for? Like, then he like, oh, it ain't nothing. So then they let it go. So we went and ate at Empanada Mama's, and we pulled back up to the hotel. At this time, I'm like, man, I'm tired, because everybody else trying to go to the club. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna go to sleep. I don't even feel like going nowhere. So Trav and them like, you sure you don't want us to go upstairs with you, just walk you upstairs? I'm like, hell no, I'm good. Man, as soon as I hit the door, it's like a nigga, he opened the elevator door. I mean, he opened the door of the hotel, because like it's like the revolving door, and then it's like a door that you open.
Right.
So I opened it, he like, it's like a big ass nigga. He like, bro, you good? I'm like, yeah, what you mean am I good? Like, why you ask me that? And he was like, oh, it ain't nothing. So this shit like a movie.
What?
So the other door open, the same nigga that just asked me, am I good? He like, hey y'all, he here.
What?
Yeah, so I'm like, what the fuck? He hear me, and then I just hear like niggas is running. So like I got all my jewelry and shit on everything. So like I'm like hell no. So I'm like this. I'm trying to like tug my shit.
Yeah.
And this nigga's like swinging at me. So I'm just like fucking like I have my back against the wall. I just start swinging back.
How many you think it is?
We end up seeing like the footage and shit after it happened. It was 21 niggas.
No way.
Yeah, it was 21. Like dead ass 21. So what they end up saying was, cause we end up asking the hotel and shit like, how y'all allow all these people in here to do, like I'm saying, to do shit like that. So what they were saying was, they had got 2 rooms and they was having like a party or some shit in the room. The hotel was like, oh, we end up kicking them out their room because they was having a party in there. So everybody ended up being in the lobby. And it was 21 of them.
God.
So
And you're by yourself.
yeah, I was by myself. And shit, they fucked me up.
I mean, against 20 people, I don't care if you're Mike Tyson.
It wasn't nothing I could do.
Nothing
I was out of there. I remember I was getting stabbed and all type of shit. Shit.
Man, you survived because at one particular point, I didn't know if you were going to live to be 24 or 25. I was so scared for you. I'm like, man, this cat might not make it.
How long did it take you to recover?
My recovery was quick. The doctors at the emergency room I went to, they did a good job at like stitching me up and shit. I seen them shit online. It was like I had 300 stitches, bro. I only had like 14 stitches. Like they was good at what they was doing, but like it was so fucked up. The police, they was trying to get me to like tell us something. Like we know something. Like when they was taking me to the ambulance, because the police got in the back of the ambulance. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like I don't know these people. Like if I was to see them right now, I wouldn't know nothing. Right. They was like, if you don't tell us something, we about to put you out the ambulance.
What?
Like put me out the ambulance, nigga. I'm bleeding out my face.
They were telling you that?
Yes, they was like, we're gonna put you out the ambulance if you don't tell us something. I'm like, bro, I don't have nothing to tell y'all. Like, I don't know. So shit, that's what it was.
So someone had used a knife?
Yeah, they was stabbing with like bottles. Like they broke a bottle. They was stabbing with like a knife. Like it got cut on my back, like on my face.
How many times did you get stabbed?
7.
7 times?
Dude.
But the niggas end up getting caught. It's so crazy. The niggas end up getting caught on a RICO case. They was just like tripping out. They end up shooting a off-duty police officer.
Oh yeah.
So they was like already on the radar. But I ain't even know him. Like, I ain't know nothing about it.
God, dog it.
Yeah.
So they took the chains while the whole thing happened. And then what happened from there?
They took the chain. Nigga ended up making a music video and waving my chains in the video.
Bro.
And going on, they got this shit in New York called the CC Show. It's like an Instagram live, but it's like some messy shit, like where it was like popping. They would have like 10,000 viewers and shit. Everybody in there, Fabulous, Meek Mill, like everybody be tuning in watching. So the niggas that did the shit the same night, they end up going up there. They had my ID, like they had my driver license, like my chains, all that shit. And them niggas end up getting caught like that because the police was in the lie.
What?
And they end up getting caught.
From social media.
Social media
Dummies.
got them caught like that. The police was in the Instagram live and ended up catching them.
When that moment happened, did you have a convo with Jay Prince about it?
Yeah, so I had flew back to Houston and he was like to come to the house and then we just had like a deep ass conversation on like how to move. Like you can't be moving like that. Like you better than that. Like you supposed to have these people with you and these people with you. Like just like protect the brand type shit. So
because at the end of the day, you were by yourself, but you just wanted to go back to him because you were tired.
Right. I was going to sleep. I ain't think nothing of it.
Because
like,
at the end of the day, you still feel like you're a regular individual, but at the end of the day, that as they say, being a rapper nowadays is one of the most dangerous.
For sure. Like being a rapper, you got a target on your back everywhere. Like it might be somebody in here that don't like me, and I don't even know them.
Right.
Be like, man, when you walk out of here, I'm finna rob this nigga downstairs. Like, I don't even know you, bro. Like I ain't never did nothing to you. That shit crazy.
Was that kind of like a wake up call too, as far as like, let me kind of step back a little bit and kind of
because I ain't gonna lie, I was moving crazy. I used to be like in Miami and shit in the club by myself, like
what?
Like around people I don't even know. But after that, like hell no, I don't move like that no more.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how did you get to Las Vegas? Because that's where you keep on talking about right now, Las Vegas.
Yeah, so I used to live in LA, but LA started getting crazy, like crazy, super crazy. Like crime rate went crazy in LA. But I wanted to still be on the West Coast and close to LA, but not in LA still. So Vegas was the next close thing. It's like a 30-minute flight to LA. So and in Vegas is cheaper. And I'm cool with like Devin Haney, Floyd Mayweather's sons and shit.
Right,
so like Vegas ain't out of the ordinary. Block Boy JB stay in Vegas. Polo G got a house in Vegas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I still like in the loop out there with everybody.
And you like the boxing stuff too,
Yeah,
right? You know,
yeah, I'm into boxing for sure.
Yes. Who's your favorite fighter right now?
I ain't gonna lie, like Devin. Devin is tough.
What do you think about Gervonta and Shakur?
I like that fight too. That's gonna be a big fight. I say Devin because like I get to see more with Devin. Like, you know, I
Right.
be there when he training and when he sparring. Like I get to actually like be tuned into the boxing shit.
He's a
And
real
he
personable
undisputed.
dude too.
Yeah.
Really, really humble. I mean, he's an undisputed champion though. You know,
Yeah.
he got all the belts now.
I like Maul and Mel too.
You know?
Tough.
Are you still gaming?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What
I'll
are,
still be in the game.
for all the people who don't know how to game, like myself, what's
Yeah.
the first step in gaming?
I would say buy a PC.
Okay.
A lot of people think console gaming is like, I don't like console gaming.
Mhm.
Like when y'all see like the Grand Theft Auto with like the custom shit and all that, that's on PC. Like they might have like some Houston closet clothes or something in a Grand Theft Auto server.
Oh, how
Like,
cool.
yeah.
Okay. So since you're schooling me on this, I see this dude. I think his name is Kai.
Kai
He's
Cenat.
supposed to
Yep.
be the biggest gamer.
Yeah, he the biggest streamer on Twitch.
You play on Twitch?
Really?
Yeah, well I'm on Kick now. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
Exclusively on Kick?
yeah, exclusively on Kick.
So they paying checks like that to play games?
Kick giving out NBA contract.
What?
They gave this dude named Aiden. He got 150 million for 2 years. Bruce got 80 million for 2 years. Annoying. I don't know if y'all know Annoying. He from Houston. His name like Annoying TV.
Uh-huh.
He should stream on Kick. He got 4 million for 2 years. Like
We
they
need
giving
to
out.
Yeah.
Hold
talk
on,
to
let me
him,
look
man.
at it.
They giving out basketball contracts.
What's the most popular game that you would say?
game and watch? I would say Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, still.
Yeah. Or
So,
Call
so,
of Duty.
so
too.
almost 10 years later, that's the game that you're still on.
Crazy as fuck. Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto 5 been out since 2013. They have not came out with another one, and that game is still the #1 most played game right now.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
And I think that's how we ended right there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you have some new music that's dropping?
I do.
Oh.
Well, I'm working on an album right now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put it out probably beginning of next year.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some crazy shit I'm
Is
working
it already done?
on. Nah, hell no.
Still in
Not
the
yet.
process. You got some
Yeah.
good features on there too?
Yeah, I'm working on features right now.
Mm.
Yeah,
You have a name
sure.
for it yet?
Nah, not yet. It's all new. I just started working like last month, so
Okay.
Tour to go with it too?
yeah, gotta go on
Hey.
tour.
Oh, you going back outside then?
Yeah, I gotta be
Back
outside.
outside, boy.
Got
Yeah.
to be.
Yes.
I love it. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking the time to come vibe with us. Guys, y'all better let us know in the comments what you think about this one. Episode 2, I felt, was amazing. J Mac, Jazz, what do y'all think?
Of course.
Great.
Y'all, was a vibe, man. It was a vibe.
It's
Thanks
a
for stopping
vibe,
by.
man. Clearly Culture, checking out. Thanks again to Almighty J. We'll see y'all again soon for episode 3.